Hello, today I am with Esteban Arevalo and Jose Mariño, and I ask you many questions. Okay, what do you think are the rights of a student?
I think that some rights of the students have to be get some services of health, psychological health, physical health, and more. And then also, I think that some of the rights for the students have to be respect themselves without discriminations. Every teacher and every classmate have to respect others.
Yeah, I can say that first of all, any people has the right of study, and then a student itself has the right to learn, a right to have a qualified teacher, a fair assessment, to be seen and thought as individuals, and to receive support. I could say that as a student in a student life, the more important right could be the right of freedom of discrimination, freedom of harassment, right to freedom of association, expression, and fair assessment, because those are what I think children could mostly need to get a successful learning.
Okay, the second question, what obligations do you think a student has?
Yeah, I think that some obligations that the student have to have is that go to class. Obviously, is an obligation. Do their homeworks or works. Also, get in respect the others. When I talk about the others, I mean teachers, students, and people that do the cleaning, and yeah, that's are the obligations that I think that the student could have.
Yeah, well, I think that actually some other obligations and responsibilities of students are, first of all, attending to classes. It means on time and regularly, being prepared for class with all necessary supplies, actually taking good care of school property, and completing all homework assignments, because that the school can give them many rights, but the students actually have to compromise to go to school and to participate in the process of learning to to learn. Yeah.
Okay, what rights does your school give you?
Well, I don't exactly know what are the rights that we have in our college, Borja. But I could say that we have the freedom of expression, yeah, because we always can give our opinion of the teacher, the class. If we have something that don't like of our learning, because if the student have the freedom to talk, the learning will be best. The student will pay more attention to the class because he's more is better than the others the other class where the student don't have his opinion.
I think that the school as such does not give you the rights, but you were born with them, as we were taught before. Like a student can have a right, first of all, by being an individual, and by any belonging to an institution. You also possess those rights, regardless of the institution or its code of coexistence. Because I mean, we were born with rights. So so adding that we are in this institution, we actually share the student rights and the student obligations written in the in the Congress of our country, and in the yeah, in the Congress of our country. And so I could say that we have the rights, and our institution, the only thing that they do is respect our rights and express the obligations that we must have to do a correct learning.
Okay, and the last question, do you think that the students of your school fulfill their obligations?
Yeah, many of the students, I think, that respect all the obligations, but there's a little group of students that maybe don't get all the rules of our institution. Maybe don't respect the his classmates, his teacher, the rules of clothes that you have to wear in the college. So yeah, in general, I think that the students respect the obligation of the school.
Yeah, I will share that idea, because when we talk about the students, it isn't like the correct way of seeing it, because there is a whole class, but inside the class there could be many groups of students, and we could say that there are many groups in which those rights and obligations are fulfilled, but some others where it is not, it doesn't have the importance it will have. So I could say that first of all, we couldn't say that all of the students fulfill their obligations, but most of them do, because most of them are very worried of their learning, and want to completely assimilate everything they learn in class. So yeah, I think that will sum up everything.
Okay, thank you so much for your participation.
We were glad to be here.
Yeah.